Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Over the next several hours, we're going to take you to the Wild West with a series of films all made when the movie Western began taking a rather dramatic turn in the 1950s. Now, before the 50s, most movie Westerns followed a basic formula. The good guys were all good, the bad guys were all bad, and there was no gray in between. But in the 50s, in the wake of World War II, Westerns began taking a darker turn, exposing characters and their stories in a more realistic term. For a change, characters were often a mix of good and bad qualities. And samples of those new style Westerns are what we have for you straight ahead. Beginning with the original 1957 version of 3:10 to Yuma, movie directed by Delmer Daves, starring Glenn Ford as an outlaw who is as charming as he is deadly. He's a guy who's been captured, is being sent off to prison, and in charge of getting him there is Van Heflin. Van's a poor farmer and rancher trying to get his family through some hard times when he's offered a good amount of money to make sure the newly captured Glenn Ford is put on that 3:10 train to Yuma. Unfortunately for all, Ford's character senses a vulnerability in the man watching over him, and Ford decides to use that vulnerability to his own dark advantage. Now, initially, Glenn Ford was set to play the role of the rancher in this movie. Typical for Ford, the good guy with the sensitive side, but Ford asked to play the bad guy instead. For a change, he wanted to get away from being heroic, more of a challenge for him as an actor. The result, one of the best performances Glenn Ford's ever given. Playing the sensitive good guy, Van Heflin, always superb, of course. The cast also includes Richard Jekyll, and as a barmaid, Felicia Farr, who 5 years later became Mrs. Jack Lemmon. So now, from 1957, we proudly bring you the original version of 3:10 to Yuma.